Dispatched by the White House today, senior Trump officials on a mission to safeguard an embattled chief of staff.
He says that General Kelly is doing a great job and that he has full faith in him.
He has absolute confidence in General Kelly.
I think that talk about the chief's departure is much ado about nothing.
John Kelly, the four-star Marine general, whose 6-month tenure has been rocky before.
I don't think I'm being fired today.
His credibility and leadership under scrutiny after an FBI background check turned up allegations of spousal abuse against former top aide Rob Porter, who denied the allegations. Officials say Kelly's initial support for Porter was overtaken by additional evidence.
Once you learn the actual extent of the allegations, that you have any tolerance for it, and General Kelly had no tolerance for it.
The president exacerbated outrage when his Saturday tweet complained about false allegations, leaving aides to do cleanup.
He is sympathetic towards women and men who are victims of domestic violence.
Despite today's circling of the wagons, and Kelly telling NBC News Friday he has not offered to resign, his standing has suffered.
I think in the end, we've got to hear from John Kelly as to what he knew. And we haven't heard that directly from him yet. And I think the president needs to hear that before he can make an evaluation of competence.
And today, the president had no public events, and even as rain here kept him inside, he steered clear of adding fuel to the fire. He kept his tweets to less controversial subjects, instead talking about condolences for Ohio officers killed on duty and offering a political endorsement to a Pennsylvania friend. Tomorrow, he'll try to move things forward on an issue that he has yet to see any traction, inviting state and local officials here to talk about infrastructure.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.